Hi, I'm David Hall, CEO of Totalkare. I joined the business in 2018. At that time, we were turning around 7 million. The business had been growing very, very slowly for the previous 10 years. And as part of joining the business, we did a lot of market research, looked at what the possibilities were, and we believed quite strongly and passionately that we could really grow this business relatively quickly. We thought, okay, how can we build the platform to enable the growth? And one of the key elements we thought was actually building a scalable IT system. The old system had very little real-time information. Nearly everything had to be exported, manipulated and analysed. We had to have third-party pieces of software written to interrogate the system to surface information. And what you got was flat, single level. You couldn't drill down, you couldn't get to the detail. You had to then go backwards and forwards to try and find things out. We were all working at home with a server based in an office where nobody was present. And if anything went wrong with the server, then somebody had to go back into the building and do it manually and reset things, make sure the air conditioning was running, make sure the server was maintained. It just made it really hard to move things fast. And people just didn't know the answers. So I wanted something that had real-time dashboards so that the right information could be surfaced to the right people in each part of the business in real time. And after quite a long search and lots of time talking to lots of different vendors, we ended up with NetSuite, and initially was a big problem for us. It became relatively quickly apparent that we hadn't actually solved the problems that had driven us to move to NetSuite in the first place because of the way that the system had been implemented. We tried to work with NetSuite to fix the system, but again, that became quite quickly apparent to me that the consultants that were there at NetSuite would do what I asked them to do, but wouldn't give us the advice that I needed to be able to change the system to function. Some of that is our own lack of knowledge. Some of that is a lack of guidance, but that in a way sort of led us to you in a roundabout way. ERP Experts are, as I've said before, a valued partner. I felt like I was being actually listened to and actually understood, that you got the problem and you had a way of solving the problem. We couldn't just fix the problems that we had, but we could accelerate actually getting the system into the level that we wanted it to be. We have, trebled the size of the number of people that are in the business. Onboarding somebody, getting them up to speed with NetSuite compared to the previous system is chalk and cheese. The capability of the system in terms of people being able to find information is also fantastically good. There's no way we could have grown to the size that we are today with the old system. It would have been impossible. So it's massively enabled us to grow. We keep talking with ERP Experts and we keep having a very, very full project list. And we keep pushing those projects through and we keep making the system better and better and better.
Would you recommend ERP Experts?
In a heartbeat. The quality of the implementation is equally, if not more important than the system. Yeah, you can have the best system in the world. If it's implemented poorly, it's worthless. From the initial days as a saviour, somebody to really save us from the situation that we're in and get the system working, into a real long-term partner. You try and guide us to the right solution, the most cost-effective solution, the best solution for us as an organisation that will give us the best outcome for our customers.